Hi, I'm Greg. I'm head of the product development team that developed the Hook product, and I live here with my wife and my 2 children, and we transformed our home with a Hook extension. We bought the house about 12 years ago, and at the time we had 2 small children and the house was more than big enough for us. But over the 12 years, obviously the children have grown and the house has become a little bit smaller, so we needed the additional space. Originally the house was divided into smaller rooms, and to be honest, a lot of the time we spent kind of separate lives with perhaps my wife in the kitchen, the children in the living room. So what we wanted to do was open that up into a bigger open plan living space. So we knocked through the dividing wall between the kitchen and the living room and removed a large portion of the back wall to open into the new extension. So we've created an open plan living kitchen diner, which works really well for us. One of the things that was missing from the house when we first moved into it was a utility room. And by putting the Hook extension on and extending further out, it enabled us to create the extra space to create a utility room. The build itself actually went up in a short period of time. It was about 4 days to actually get to a watertight structure. So we had the walls and some of the roof up pretty much within the first day, and then by the time you've actually managed to clad it and put the tiles on, we'd got to day 4. The weather during the build process was appalling. It was torrential rain for the 4 days, but actually it didn't halt any of the progress, and we were able to actually get to a position where we had the walls up and the roof on within 4 days, which I don't believe you could have ever done with traditional bricks and mortar. I'm glad we chose to use the Hook system rather than bricks and mortar. Part of the reason was the speed of installation, and it enabled us to actually predict the time scale to actually finish the job. For the external finish of the walls, we chose to use brick slips. Partly the reason was the house that we currently live in is a brick built house, and we wanted to make it sort of look as if it was always there. Another feature we chose, we put 2 large bifold doors in there, partly to let light flood in, but it's just great in the summer months that we can actually open up the whole back of the house. Having the vaulted ceiling and the glass units in the roof has actually made a massive difference. It gives a sense of drama as you walk into the space, and it feels very light and airy. So the Hook extension has transformed the way we interact as a family. We spend far more time together, whether that is doing separate things, or actually we're just together in the space watching a movie or playing games, or we actually eat together at the dining table, which makes a great change. The new extension is a great all-round year space. It enables us in the summer to open up the bifold doors, so we literally get that inside-out feel, where people can be out in the garden barbecuing, and there's people inside. And then during the winter months, we're unable to shut the doors. It feels nice and warm in, but yet being a large space, we can actually host large gatherings. My wife is part of quite a large family, so it enables us the space to actually host those events.